Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of HorrorHands, and for this video I'm going to be talking about Bugged. So this is a film that, again, I didn't know what to expect from this one. It's a trauma release, so I was expecting a few things. I was expecting it to be low budget, I was expecting it to have a bit of amateurish acting, and I was expecting it to be a little bit zany and a little bit crazy. And it was all of those things, but I really enjoyed it. And I'm a big fan of trauma films, but I find some of them to be a bit of a mixed bag. They're a little bit hit and miss. But this one was really enjoyable. So it starts out, it has a very good story. I really enjoyed the story of this one. It starts out with these two kind of like delivery guys in this laboratory, and they are transporting this toxic chemical that we learn in the beginning was being worked on by this scientist, and it was a serum that kind of accelerated growth and development within cells and tissue, that kind of thing, I think. And he wanted to take it to the next stage of testing and test it on humans, but the medicine board or whoever it was told him he had to keep testing it for another year before they'd try it on humans. So he goes away, and unbeknownst to his assistant, he is trying it on himself, and in the end it turns him into this sort of mutated guy, this thing, who in the end his assistant has to kill him. So we learn this at the beginning, and we're then with these two delivery guys who are taking the serum away, and whilst they're driving in this van, they have a collision with another van who are transporting this insecticide product. And as the two vans collide, they lose their shipments, and the tanks get mixed up. Now the tanks all look identical, which is a little bit silly, but they get mixed up, and the guys who work for the pesticide company who are transporting the insecticide stuff, they mix this serum from the laboratory with what they're carrying. So it all gets delivered to the exterminating company, and that then makes up the rest of the film. So we then follow these two exterminators who go to this woman's house because she's got like this cockroach infection, and they find the bugs and they're spraying away, but unbeknownst to them, they're using the serum from the laboratory, which promotes growth and development within tissue and things like that. So it's a pretty cool storyline. So they spray this woman's house and they say, yeah, we've taken care of your bug problem. But overnight, the bugs grow to these mutated giant creatures and terrorize this woman. So she calls them back and she's like, you've got to get back here and sort this problem out. So the two exterminators go back along with their boss and somebody else who wants in on tackling this problem, and it's about them getting rid of these mutant bugs. So like I say, it's a very enjoyable film. I really enjoyed it. The acting in it is quite amateurish, but it doesn't ruin it. It's funny. It's got enough comedy in it, and it made me laugh. Some trauma movies, I find the comedy a bit hit and miss, and sometimes it's too much and it just comes across as being too silly. But this one had just the right amount of comedy in it. The special effects kind of were terrible, because the bugs are literally like just rubber puppets, which are just like thrown into actors' faces and things like that. But I really liked it. I have a threshold for really bad special effects, so I really like this movie. But I think that could put some people off who are more used to more modern, convincing special effects. But for someone like me who likes creature features and kind of crappy effects, that was really good. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Ghostbusters. It's nowhere near as good. I'm not saying it's as good as that, but it's like these four guys trying to tackle these creatures and being a bit out of the depth and making sort of wisecracks and one-liners and things like that. So overall, I enjoyed it. It's a fun, low budget trauma movie. If you've seen trauma movies, you'll kind of know what to expect. But for me, this was one of the more enjoyable ones. So yeah, I recommend checking this one out. I would give it a 6 out of 10, a good 6 out of 10. So thank you for watching. If you've seen this movie, let me know what you think, and stay tuned for more videos.